Welcome back to Gaming Night. I'm your host, G.A.M.E.R here, and today we're going to be talking about another Game Awards 2023 video. I know we've done a lot of them. I only have two more left, this one and one other one. We're going to be talking about Nintendo next. Today we're going to be talking about none other than Sega. Oh man, Sega, what are you doing to me? What are you doing to me, bro? Like, oh man, Sega said, people want this game, huh? Alright, let's do it. Oh, people want this other game? Alright, let's do it. You want that game too? Let's do it. This game? Meh. Sure, why not? Oh, in that game, people have definitely been asking for that one. Let's also do it. Sega literally, they didn't get the memo of announce a game. They got the memo of let's just tell them our entire future. Let's just reinvent ourselves. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about that. I know this is a really weird opening. I've been recording 5 videos straight. All these Game Awards videos that you've seen throughout the whole week, I've recorded back to back to back. So I'm crazy on energy right now. And so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and talk about Sega. And here's the big thing. There's kind of like a whole story to this, and that is that for the past generation, Sega has really been known for like their big 3 franchises, especially over the last generation. That is Persona, Sonic, and Yakuza. Those are the games that they've put the most resources into, the most money, the most releases, the most titles. And, you know, it's kind of been working. You know, all these titles have been great for the most part. Sonic's been really hit or miss for a lot of people, but Yakuza's been slapping. Persona has, of course, been slapping. And they have released some smaller titles like Monkey Ball and Bayonetta, but those haven't exactly wowed everybody. I know Bayonetta, a lot of people did like. I personally did not like Bayonetta 3 all that much. And a lot of people kind of forget that Bayonetta is Sega. Like, I know Bayonetta 3, because it was a Nintendo thing, people didn't even know. I didn't even know. Me and my friend, or me and somebody didn't even know that it was a Sega. We had to like really like look to see if it was. So, you know, there are those smaller things, but for the most part, let's be honest, their big 3 is Persona, Sonic, and Yakuza at the moment. You know, for a long time, man, fans have been wanting Sega to make changes in big ways. You know, they wanted to go back to their old ways. They wanted to, you know, just be the Sega we knew and loved while still being the Sega we currently know and love. So it's kind of an interesting predicament. And what's interesting is we have a Yakuza game coming out next year. We know Persona 6 is in the making. We know Sonic is going to continue. And somehow they made that big change in a big way. And it all started with a little tease that they were sending to influencers. They kept on sending this card. They kept on sending this little rectangle card that said, "New era," or "New energy, new era. Tune into the Game Awards for a Sega announcement." And there was so much speculation. So much speculation that it could be a new Virtua Fighter, possibly Virtua Fighter 6. It could be a new Sonic game. It could be Persona 6. It could be their new quote-unquote super game that they've been working on, like their biggest budget ever. Instead, Sega shocked the world with, in my opinion, the best possible outcome. Like, this wasn't even on my radar as an option, but I'm so glad that it happened, because I personally don't think there could have been anything better that they could have done. Yeah, they did not announce a game. They announced 5 new games, all of which are classic Sega franchises that people have been wanting to come back forever. For ages, man, including the much-loved Jet Set Radio, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Shinobi, and of course, the big one, Crazy Taxi. Now, Jet Set Radio is also, I would consider, a big one. Jet Set and Crazy Taxi, I do believe, are the 2 biggest ones here, without a doubt. But Streets of Rage, Shinobi also are really awesome. And then Golden Axe, I'm not too familiar with, but I've heard a lot of people do love that series. So, bottom line, what were they cooking? What were they on that they decided to announce their whole roadmap? And the thing is, they also said, and more, ... So those 5 games are not it. There is more on the way. And, yeah, all right, listen. Jet Set Radio looks great. I feel like it's kind of hard to mess up, like, the look of Jet Set Radio. Streets of Rage, I'm glad that we're getting a Sega Streets of Rage again. Even though I did love the last Streets of Rage 4. Golden Axe, I'm curious about it for sure. Shinobi, I think, looks really, really cool. I really love what I saw about it. And then Crazy Taxi is one of my favorite Sega games ever. So I'm so glad that's coming back. The bottom line here, if you take what they've been doing with Persona, if you take what they've been doing with Sonic, which has been kind of on the uphill for a lot of people, if you take what they've been doing with Yakuza, which has just been phenomenal, if you take their smaller titles like Monkey Ball and Bayonetta, which have been doing well in their own respective manner, you take these new 5 games, Jet Set Radio, you take Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Shinobi, and Crazy Taxi, and more. If you put that all together, and you put the fact that we know a new Persona is on the way, Persona 6 is on the way, and we know a Virtua Fighter is gonna come in some way or somehow, someday. To me, this screams one thing. Sega is back. And they are better than ever right now, man. Holy... Oh my gosh. Now, here's the thing. I'm unaware if these are new entries, remakes, reboots, something else. I don't really know. It's kind of just the name of the franchises, right? There was no release dates or anything. There were no platforms that they were given. But Sega's answered so many fans' prayers and bringing back so many of their classic franchises. This gets so many people excited for the future Sega. And this gets so many people who aren't even Sega fans excited because of games like Crazy Taxi, which is just beloved by so many people. Look, it was a terrific announcement. The fact that you announced 5 games in one trailer is just an awesome thing to have at the Game Awards with, you know, it was just awesome. Here's the thing. It set up Sega for such an incredible future, really. It really just did. And I'm personally, I always love Sega. You know, I've loved the Persona games. I've loved the Yakuza games. I enjoy Sonic games to some degree. I like Monkey Ball. I played Bayonetta. I was a Sega fan. I have always been a Sega fan, but now I am all in on Sega, dude. I see their vision. I see what they're going for. To me, they scream top tier publisher now, low key, because Persona is top tier franchise. Yakuza, top tier franchise. Outside of that, you have Sonic, which is hit or miss. Monkey Ball, which is Monkey Ball. You have Bayonetta, which I was okay with. But now you're bringing back so many things. You're getting so much more variety. This is what we needed. This is what Sega needed. And they're easily one of my favorite publishers now. I ain't gonna cap. Crazy Taxi and Jet Set Radio, I'm looking forward to so much. Shinobi, I'm looking forward to so much because it looked really cool. Streets of Rage should be really awesome. Golden Axe, I'm very curious about. Yeah, this is just awesome, man. Now the question is, and more, ... What could we be talking about, man? I really don't have guesses. Because like I just said, we know Virtua Fighter is coming back someday in some way. We know Persona 6 is coming. Phantasy Star, maybe? I don't really know. Like old Sega racing games, I know a lot of people love. All I know is that Sega seems that they have gone back to their roots and maybe even their prime. And I am here for it. And I am all in on Sega. And I'm so happy to see them that they are just crushing it. And I haven't been this excited for Sega since, I don't even know. But anyway, that's going to do it for me, guys. Let me know what you guys think of Sega. Are you on the hype train? Because I'm all in. Sega. All right. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, definitely leave a like, leave a comment section down below provided. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. G.A.M.E.R out. Peace.